Well, I hope you remember this car. It's been a few videos ago that I talked about weathering it and then doing the graffiti on this side. Now I'm going to turn to finishing up this car with graffiti on this side. Okay, so I've printed out this picture of the prototype. This is a picture I downloaded from Railroad Pictures Archive. This is the main tag that I want to reproduce. It looks like it says DRAR, but that may not be an R. However, I think I can get close to it. As you can see, conspicuity stripes have been placed over the tag because it's an older one. It also looks like one of the patch outs covered part of it on the right side of the car. And over here, it looks like there were tags here that again were covered over by the patch outs in the lighter yellow where the car number is and some of the data is, as well as some of the conspicuity stripes. So initially I thought this was blue, and maybe it was, but it now looks to me that this has faded to gray, and then it's outlined in black. Let me pull out my grays and I will be back to start the tag. All right, so I've got 2 bottles of craft paint. One is Country Gray, which is from Apple Barrel, and the other one is Slate Gray, which is from Deco Art Americana. I also got out some burnt umber. This is from Ceramcoat, and some black. All of this is craft paint. I got my smallest, finest brushes that I could find in my jar of brushes, and a little bit of water, and here's my palette. The first thing I'm going to do is paint the tack board, which on this photograph is here on the left side of the smaller door. It's pretty dark, and the tag went right over it, but it's faded out. So I want to paint that very dark brown. So I'm going to take some of this burnt umber and mix a little bit of black into it and do the tack board first before I forget. The other thing I'm going to do is remove the body of the boxcar from the underframe. So the shell is off, and I've got 2 drops of paint. One is black, one is brown. I'm dipping my brush in a little bit of water. Wow, the black is just really overwhelming the brown. All right, I'm gonna try this. The tag extends from the edge of the door. This is the larger door, which is black, to the first patch out, which contains data on the right end of this boxcar. It does not extend below the door track, and it is also below the herald. So there's a very rough outline of the D in rather thin paint. Once I had finished, I took a look at the tag and the reference photograph, and I saw that there were some spots that required some yellow. When I finished that, I again looked at the tag and my reference photograph, and I noticed that the letters after the D all seemed to be a bit too short. So, using some gray, I went over the letters and made them a bit taller. That required that I re-outline everything in black. Also shown in this video are the beginnings of the tag on the left side. However, I did not take any videos of that process. One other thing you'll notice in the photographs at the end is that I applied rust spots over the tag on the right side. This followed the prototype photograph that I was using as a reference. Painting graffiti in N-scale is a challenge. I still haven't been able to overcome my heavy hand. In my rush to finish, I forget to build up layers. It's much easier to apply decals, but I still think it's more satisfying to see your own work. Thanks for stopping by Fulton Road.